Ever wondered why some people can remember a vast amount of information while others struggle to recall even the smallest details? The secret is often in the method, not the memory. Today, the focus is on how to memorize quickly and effectively. Firstly, it all begins with understanding. You see, memorization is not just about repetition, it's about truly understanding the information. This means breaking down complex concepts into simpler ones and understanding how these smaller parts fit into the bigger picture. The more deeply you understand something, the easier it is to remember. Secondly, visualization plays a crucial role in memorizing. Our brains are incredibly good at remembering images. So, when trying to memorize something, create a vivid mental picture of it. For instance, if you're trying to remember a process or a sequence of events, visualize it as a story in your mind. Thirdly, use mnemonic devices. These are techniques that help you remember information by associating it with easy-to-remember constructs. They could be acronyms, rhymes, or even songs. The sillier and more absurd, the better, because unusual information is easier to remember. Next on the list is the principle of spaced repetition. This involves reviewing information at increasing intervals over time. This technique takes advantage of the psychological spacing effect, which suggests that learning is greater when studying is spread out over time. Finally, practice active recall. This means testing yourself instead of just passively reading or listening to the information. For example, after reading a chapter, try to summarize it in your own words without looking at the book. This is one of the most effective ways to cement new information in your memory. So, to wrap it all up, start with understanding the information deeply. Then, visualize the information to make it easier to remember. Use mnemonic devices to associate the information with easy-to-remember constructs. Apply the principle of spaced repetition to review the information at increasing intervals over time. And lastly, practice active recall by testing yourself. Remember, memorization is not a talent, but a skill that you can improve with the right techniques and consistent practice. So, take these tips and tricks and start transforming the way you remember information. Who knows, you might just surprise yourself with how much you can remember.